Hey everybody, welcome to Brave Yet Stupid. I'm your host and game master, James, and here are your players, Evan, Austin, Ty,
the Dino guy,
and Joe.
Did somebody call the doctor?
So, today we're going to try something a little different because everybody derailed my story so extremely last time, and it's waiting on player reaction so much. We're going to wing the entire episode. So we're officially winging it from the beginning.
Woo-hoo!
Yay!
Joe, do it!
So we get to test my improv skills pretty hardcore today. And if you have any comments, questions, or want to make fun of anybody, including me, during the show, please put it in the stream chat, and we will read it online for you. To recap what happened last time. So, making a long story short, the team saved the city of Detroit again from certain destruction from the hand of Mr. 100 and his gang, the 99s. And after that, Ty was approached by the Directive to be recruited into their organization. The Directive being the secret organization of all the intelligence operations in the entire planet, working together to help contain the Nova, or otherwise known as superhero, threats, because they view it as a threat to their power.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ty was approached because his character has been doing things that indicate that Project Utopia is not the way he wants to go, and his character's been sort of piecing together that maybe Novas are too dangerous to be left alone to their own devices, more or less.
For more on that, look back on episode 4, like approximately the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, and
then the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, so Ty comes up with a brilliant idea to
No, leave it to them. Leave it to them.
No, we're going to go over it. Ty comes up with a brilliant idea to arm the local crime syndicates with anti-Nova weapons to help thin out Novas, which in turn sparked Arknight, a new NPC from the future.
Okay, I didn't do it to specifically thin out Novas.
But that's what's going to happen.
Yes, because time travel.
Arknight comes from the future, warning that Ty's actions have killed tons of Novas in the future that all could have been on the good side, to prevent what Arknight calls End Day, the veritable end of the world, where China has auto-targeted the entire planet with nukes and a dead man switch and threatened to nuke the entire planet if Novas don't leave immediately.
Look what you made my nephew do. I blame the sun.
Okay, but you can't help but laugh at the fact that the paleontologist is the one that precipitated a mass extinction event.
So Arknight headed back through time to come back
impressive.
and stop Ty from doing what he's doing, and hopefully prevent this Nova War from ever occurring. But lo and behold, other time travelers from farther in the future also showed up and tried to dispatch Arknight and anyone assisting him. So apparently End Day isn't the end of the world, and there's a future that's even more uncertain and unknown, as these invaders from a different time are using powers that are uncharted and unknown to current Novas on Earth. And they represent different nations on Earth, all united in a single front, with power armor and plasma weapons and all types of nastiness.
And just to recap, we did not stand a chance. All we could do is distract them and run.
I don't know if you guys didn't stand a chance. You just got caught by surprise. So, all right. When we last left our heroes, I believe that Ty's character Alan was heading back to Marissa's house
after pounding
Lloyd and Arknight. Arknight is actually Lloyd's nephew, who's chosen a new Nova name in the future to honor Gregory Jones, Joe's character, who nobly sacrificed himself trying to stop some type of plague in the future caused by another Nova.
Wasn't me this time.
Yeah, it wasn't Ty this time. And Morrow and Gregory mainly hid in the shadows, trying to avoid these scions from killing everybody and getting killed themselves. So I'm not sure where they're at. So we literally left off like everybody's dispersed in different places.
I mean, for all we know, Morrow is actually super distant future Mega Hitler or something.
We don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
The scions are gone. The psychic warriors that were attacking you guys, they had psychic powers. They are gone to another time, apparently, or reconnoitered or regrouped somewhere, because they have the ability to teleport, which is fun. So So they have left you guys to your own devices. However, there is a drone hovering above Lloyd's house.
I know a place that I can stay because I've crashed there before. There is a small apartment over top the gym that I used to go to.
Okay, so you're gonna go back to your old gym with your nephew.
Yep.
You get a couple of looks like, what's going on here when you come in there, because they've never seen this guy before. Like, hey, this Nova looks familiar, but I can't quite place it.
Why does he have a metal arm, dude?
Yeah, and what's up with his metal arm?
He's gaining magnetism in small bits. We're still trying to figure that out.
Oh, roll a manipulation subterfuge on that.
Oh boy.
Just roll a success.
I got one.
Oh my god, I got all 10s.
Damn. I know you're bluffing.
The boxing coach is like, why are you lying to me, man? What's really going on?
Because if I tell you, you're not going to believe me. So just leave it at that.
All right. He believes you and he trusts you.
Hoorah.
The guy then walks past and Arknight goes, "Thanks, Mac."
Goes, man, that guy looks really familiar, but I can't quite place it.
You know my name.
So you guys find a place to crash.
Yep.
Alan's crashing at Marissa's house. Mara, what are you doing?
Well, after those people just kind of bamfed out of here, spent 10 minutes looking at where they bamfed out, just like, okay, that was a thing. And I go home.
All right. You head home, and on your way home, you run into Slipstream, who's waiting outside your door, and he's flipping a coin. And every once in a while, it goes through his hand and hits the ground, and he picks it back up, and he starts flipping it again.
Missed it that time, shit.
Goes, hey.
Hey.
He goes, Moira's inside. Put a kettle on.
Kettle?
Here we have
He's
pots.
Australian. He's an Aussie.
Cute.
I can't do an Australian accent that well, but that's what he is.
Well, good day. How you doing?
She's in the house, right? Got the kettle on.
Mind the carpets, they're old.
That's not a quarter. This is a quarter.
All right, Moira's sitting there on a couch in her human form, because her Nova form's pretty terrifying, and she wouldn't be able to sit down on a couch. She goes, wow, it took forever to find you.
Yeah, that's one of the things I pride myself on.
He goes, well, I had to bounce some satellite traffic back to your pager. Who uses a pager nowadays anyway? To figure out where you were at.
What, I use a pager?
She goes, to each his own, I guess. To each his own. Goes, so we've dug up more dirt on Utopia.
Oh, that's always pleasant.
But the question is, how much do you want to get involved in our organization? We need some new members. By the way, she takes a look at you closely. That's weird. She shifts into her Nova state and inspects you closelier. More closelier. Especially closely.
I'm inspecting him more closely.
Because English is our main language.
You have chronoton flow on you.
Who?
Because you've encountered a time traveler recently, haven't you?
Cat's out of the bag, gents.
Hey. You can say that. I have encountered. Yeah.
So what happened?
I nearly died. Well, not. I didn't die. Paleontologist dude that you have you have your eyes on almost died.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I've been calling him Golem. That's our call sign for him.
Wait. Golem. He turns into a thing made of rocks now.
He goes, yeah, that's what we expected. We're going to need to intervene and help him soon. It seems like his taint has gotten rather out of control.
Just a smidge, folks. Just a smidge.
Random
So
mutations.
taint is how distant you are from humanity, and most Novas have 1 or 2. Ty has 6.
I have zilch.
I blame all of them.
He goes, so the question is, we have actionable information with which we can attack Utopia now directly. Are you in or are you out? We could use someone with your talents.
Well, to be honest, I don't really. I'm assuming you know what I do on the side.
She goes, no, actually. You have a side job?
With. Thought you did. Yeah. Talked to Duke Core about it once, but he's dead now. Unfortunate.
Are you going to explain to her what you're talking about or not?
Mm-hmm. And the reasons why I do that little side job thing.
All right.
And how.
She's like, you're getting revenge on your former human superiors who are now inferior.
Mm-hmm.
I see no problem with that. That's your business.
The thing is, just those people need to be extinguished. Just those people.
There's nothing wrong with that. I can understand that you have a personal vested interest in that. However, you must remember your Nova brothers and sisters are relying on people like you and I to help defend them, to help bring justice to this world at a higher level. Once we Novas take our rightful place as masters of this planet, there will be no more crime. There will be no more suffering. And all this pointless, quite frankly, human bickering will be silenced.
Also, if I found out that a Nova was doing that, I'd not hesitate to do the same thing to them, Nova or not.
She is, of course, but I believe you're missing my point. There's only so long till Project Utopia finds out your secret, or the directive for that matter, and decides to take action against you. They've already neutralized a local superhero and are spying on him constantly. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You think about it. I'll give you about 4 days to make up your mind. It's not something I should put a spot on easily. Slipstream comes and finally pours her a cup of coffee. Goes, she shifts back to her human form and takes a sip of it.
Yep. Sorry, I can't give you the answer here and now. Give me 4 days.
Okay. You don't mind if we stay and chat for a little bit just to get to know each other better, do you?
I see no problem with it.
All right. Once she's done with her, as I meant to say tea, not coffee. Once she's done with her tea, she shifts back in her Nova form and starts talking to you about all types of things. You feel like you roll wits rapport with her.
Bone the jellyfish.
She just wants to get a bead on what kind of person you are.
2 successes.
You find that you actually like find her quite amiable, like a good, decent person, believe it or not. Like she seems like she's actually pretty fun to hang around with when she's not plotting the destruction of the entire human race, anyway.
When she's not going a little. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
She gives you her reasons for why she hates humans so much. She was the victim of an Irish laundry. You know what that is?
No.
That's where they used to put problematic girls in these laundry services that run by the Catholic Church in Ireland to like correct them.
No. Re-educators, kind of.
Yes. She goes, and she truly believed that she needed to be re-corrected until Diva Small found her after she manifested her powers.
And talk to her about basically what I've been doing for essentially for the past 14 years.
Even before you turn into a Nova, even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's like, I understand how personal this is for you. She goes, if I've considered revenge against the people that wronged me, but she goes, the true revenge will be seeing the horror on their faces as their future is taken from them.
Why do you think I kill them slowly?
Yeah, she goes, she says something that strikes you as oddly cryptic. Their legacy is our future. Diva Small says that quite a bit, she says.
I'll just write that down.
There's a reason why I'm only giving you 4 days. Something's going to happen on Friday. Something important. I suggest you're near a television when that happens. Don't worry, it's nothing I'm going to do.
4 days. I figured out why it was such a bad day. It's a freaking Monday.
When she says, find yourself your TV, I point to the old vintage TV that's just across the corner.
That should suffice. Everyone will be watching. I'll make sure of that.
All right.
She gets up and graciously bows and says, sorry for intruding and inviting myself in.
It's fine as long as you didn't scuff my carpets.
She laughs. And she calls someone on the phone, and then a warp gate opens. And she steps through the warp gate.
Guessing Slipstream does too?
Yes.
All right. After the gate closes, I just go, I'm going to bed.
All right.
It's been a long day.
Now we last left Joe. He and Mindstein were basically hiding out inside him and Jeff and Mindstein were basically hiding out inside the diner, trying to avoid getting shot. You arise from the rubble of the diner and see Mindstein with a hole blasted in him this big. Like,
I try to heal it to make sure
he's dying. You try to heal him up.
Try to heal him up.
Your heal ability is very difficult to heal him with the state of injury.
Okay.
Roll a difficulty 8 medicine check.
Is Jeff okay?
He got hit by the shots that were levied into the building and knocked the building down.
I feel bad now.
I have
really
2
bad.
10s.
2 10s?
2 10s.
All right, you managed to heal him up, but he's still really injured and has lost a lot of blood. He's not conscious anymore.
Oh, he's not conscious?
No.
So he's basically in a coma, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, he needs blood.
Okay. Basically, I tried to get him to the hospital.
Your hospital? All right, you rush him in. You tell him to keep it on the down low. Jeff comes with you. His business is destroyed, but he's doesn't really seem to care about that now.
Basically, I know Jeff has quick hands, so basically I'm gonna see if he can help with the blood drawn.
All right, he does fast tasks and like does everything you tell him to do in fractions of a second.
And so what we're trying to do is get more blood pumped back into Mindstein. So it's pretty much we're in like a surgery room, and this is pretty much like get the blood in him.
Yeah. He starts coming to after you do a transfusion. Oh, I feel like I got shot, but by something that it didn't hurt. It just bored a hole into me.
You did.
Oh God!
And what they used was biotech.
He goes, this isn't good.
No.
Did I hear right? I wasn't really conscious after I got shot, but something about people traveling through time?
Yes.
He goes, the multiverse theory is, I know it must be incorrect. He takes a big intelligence check. He's like, they must not have traveled too far. They're probably still on our timeline. They're probably attempting to alter this world line to steer to a different direction. Or keep it on the same direction from the sound of what you're telling me.
As what I'm hearing, there was only one time traveler that's basically trying to alter, while basically the others that came behind him are trying to prevent him from changing what could be positive outcome.
He goes, my side says something that kind of surprises you. He goes, the timeline probably isn't something that should be altered. No matter how horrible it sounds, these people from the future came back to try to stop it from happening. What if their future is not as bad? It is actually, a good future. How do we know that's not bad?
We honestly don't know. This is pretty much like playing a game of chance.
He goes, when I get better, I'm gonna work on some type of chronoton detector to see if I can find where they're at. Talk to them, maybe reason with them.
Is there anything I can help basically contribute with you on this program?
He goes, if I need you, I'll call you.
All right.
And Jeff's like, I can help out too. I can order pizzas.
But like really fast, dude.
Jeff, you got a job. You can help me basically.
No, he doesn't have a job.
Yeah, he's like, I
Well,
can
I
call
can
the
get him
insurance company tomorrow to tell them that my business got shot by what exactly? Rockets? I mean, they're not going to buy quantum bolts maybe? I don't have Nova insurance. That's the problem.
No, but what I'm saying
Do you have any idea how much that shit costs?
There's a reason I always get haggled with budget.
But basically, if you need a job, Jeff, you can basically work in a hospital with us. Basically, you could do lab or some maintenance, patient transport.
Okay, I'm going to be between here and repairing my shop,
No problem.
which shouldn't take me that long.
Yeah, I was about to say, why does he need insurance? All I need is supplies.
Yeah. He's like, he just needs the money for wood and stuff.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
I'm helping
just
him.
because he can move his hands fast doesn't mean he can lift much.
Can
Right.
he run fast?
No, it's just his hands. That's why I had him do
if
the
he
blood
so
draws.
if he learns how to handstand.
We went over this because Jeff could read as many books as he can, but he does not have that function to
Retain.
Remember all of
Yes.
them.
All right, Ty, your character wakes up. Marissa's left for work already.
Oh, God. What a horrible nightmare. I talked to crime bosses of the city and I was attacked by time traveler. Lloyd's nephew from the future came back. And then I got home and oh, God, I felt horrible.
All right, so that's where you're at. So you guys wake up the next day. Lloyd and Arknight wake up, and Arknight's like ready to go. He's like, we have to talk to Alan.
I have been awake since 4:30 downstairs just punching shit.
Oh, okay. He wakes up and meets you down there. He goes, we have to talk to Alan.
There's a pile of punching bags across the gym.
I can control it. Mostly.
There's a series, like, look, here's the score, all right? If we pull this off, I fade out. I'm no longer in this dimension.
Okay.
And then that's how time, we know that worked, that good things happened. If we don't pull it off, I'm still here. It's that simple.
The question is, what happens in the future if we do pull it off?
He goes, we stop End Day, we eliminate or push back the Nova War, and we make everyone sane again.
And
And we have to do something before he checks his watch. It's like an advanced chronometer with holograms on it. And he goes, Friday. Friday is the deadline. We have to do something important before Friday.
What happens Friday?
Divis Mall releases his manifesto on Friday.
Divis Mall releases a manifesto on Friday to start this chain reaction of the Nova War into your future.
It's part of this. It's part of the beginning of it. There's no one single cause that I like. We went through all the calculations, predictions in the computer before I left, and there's a lot of different things that can happen. But he inspires a lot of Novas to join the Terrigen.
Well, then I guess we're.
And then it gets worse next week.
I'm almost afraid to ask what happens.
Cestus Pax tries to take out Divis Mall and is utterly broken. We have to stop that from happening.
Alright. Talk to Alan it is.
Alright. Okay, so you get a knock on... So you guys head over to Alan's house and you see a drone flying above his house, like 300 feet in the air.
I'm gonna turn to... Maybe you should stay back on this one.
He goes, are you sure he's even here?
If I know Alan, there's one thing about him. He's like a rock. He
This is a Chevy truck commercial?
I am rock.
He doesn't move much once he's kind of plopped his ass in a place.
Alright.
Like
you're
a
gonna,
dig site.
You're gonna go up to under the drone?
Is there a back entrance?
Yes.
Then I'll take that.
Alright, you head up to the back of the house. It looks like no one's... It's pretty well kept for a lawn service. It doesn't look like anyone's been there in quite some time. There's some patio furniture lying about. You knock on the back door. Nobody answers.
I'll knock a little harder.
No one answers.
Oh. How are the windows looking?
Because he's not there.
Oh. Right.
But his character doesn't know that.
This character doesn't know that. The windows, you look inside, the lights are all off.
Are they? Can I see if they're unlocked?
The windows?
Yes.
On the first floor, no. You fly up the second floor. One of the second floor windows is still open.
Lip on it.
All right. You search the whole house. He's not there.
Son of a bitch.
Even my dog is gone.
His dog's still there. Yes.
No.
Oh, Larzi. You took Larzi with you?
Yeah, no. I gave him the
Parcel.
Mindstein to look at.
Oh, that's right.
That's Mainstein.
You know
Meinstein's
what?
got him at his house.
I'm going to investigate a few bits of this house just to see if he left something important behind. Or any notes.
As you head to his library on the first floor, you hear a roll of perception check.
A perception check?
Yep.
Wonderful.
One. I would
Son of
indeed
a
have a
bitch.
library. A
Yeah.
small one,
Just
but a
one.
library.
You just one.
Mm-hmm.
You hear two people talking.
I stop.
Okay, you stop. Roll Dex Stealth. You are very
4.
lucky. You are very lucky. All right. But I told you, Niobe, we must learn more about our quarry before we continue. Says someone in a deep But I told you, Niobe, we must research our people very well. You hear in an Indian English accent, and you hear in a Ghanan accent back. But how do we know that for sure? He's only tangentially related to the problem. And then you hear an American voice say, like a guy with a thick American accent say, whatever, let's just toast him and go. I mean, he's only a 33% risk, right?
Are any of these voices recognizable from last night?
Yes, all of them are.
For the record, all they're finding are studies and a couple children's books.
They're just trying to get a psych profile on you.
And a couple children's books that I wrote, like the Toradora.
Have you got anything from his desk?
It's about an Islamic dynasty.
And you hear an Indian accent again say, "No, nothing. Even with your sixth sense, nothing."
Yeah, this is when I'm going to start heading out, because I feel like they're going to start leaving now.
All right.
Maybe they'll find my superhero trading card collection, but that's it.
Yeah.
Whoa,
It's all me. It's just all me.
You were very lucky that the telepath was not with them, because she would have picked you up instantly.
Get the fuck out of the house. I go back around the back way, meet up with Arknight. They're in there. We need to move now. Just go. Go.
He stumbles back through the alley and starts running.
At this point, I'll call him up on his phone then.
Right, your phone's ringing.
Yes, maybe. I'm assuming that I am in my dorm down state and things haven't kicked off quite yet.
Yeah.
What is Lloyd doing? Hello.
Where the hell are you?
Why do you need to know?
Where the hell are you?
I'm at Marissa's place. She gave me a place to stay. What's wrong?
Let me in. I'm on my way.
Why?
Do it or I'll break the door down.
It's Marissa's house.
I don't care. Do it. I just hang up on him.
All right.
Testosterone-fueled musclehead.
Okay, you hear a knock on your door about 15, 20 minutes later as you guys walk down to his house.
I open the door.
Roll a perception check to make sure you're not followed.
2.
2?
Yep. I'm not doing that tonight, folks.
Someone does appear to be following you for a short period of time, but you lose them in an alley.
Alright.
What did you...
It's at that moment, and you also hear a... and you see a drone fly up in the air, but it seems to go randomly. And whoever was following you was following you in plain clothes. Not in power armor, from what you can tell.
Mm-hmm. I don't like these people.
So I reach the hand over, open the door. So, Lloyd, what's up?
I just step inside.
Oh, God, no, it wasn't a nightmare.
And then Arknight comes in. It's like, "Hey, Uncle Alan, how are you?"
Uncle?
It's like, "That's what I call it." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, good point. Just Alan, I guess." He shakes your hand.
I have a nephew. Oh, that is cold. Ah.
So I'm going to make this quick. We need to talk. There's a possibility that I was followed. Someone popped a drone. They're in people's clothes. We need to figure this out now. Should I repeat any of that for you?
Out the back door.
Back door. Wonderful. Let's go.
Out the back door.
You go out the back door.
Find a manhole or somewhere, and
you go to a local cafe that's pretty crowded.
Oh, I was about to say I was going to make a hole and just stay in the sewer for a minute. But okay, that
roll
works
perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Awareness or investigation or
perception awareness.
I was going to say I'd like to roll one too just from now. General paranoia. That's all right.
It's fine.
3.
3?
3.
You managed to evade the drone's flight pattern.
No, this way.
All right, you eat at this Italian restaurant called Luigi's for brunch, and everyone's looking at you because hey, it's 2 Novas for team tomorrow.
Dude, put a shirt on.
I am wearing a shirt.
Not you. Long sleeve, please. Maybe a glove. Okay, but last night...
Arknight sits down with you. Wow, I haven't had a nice, peaceful moment like this in quite a long time. This is kind of cool.
Let's not talk about things like you are totally from the past right now, okay? Last night actually happened. Despite all scientific belief and, time travel exists.
He goes, "Ixnay on the Abel time ray."
What What? I'm just talking about the new science fiction book I'm making.
Oh, okay.
We are in a cafe, right?
Goes,
I forgot my laptop. Oh well.
Okay.
I'll just start taking notes on this napkin. Wink.
Wink indeed.
All right. He goes, look, it's impossible to really explain everything to you in a matter of lunch, business lunch. He goes, if we start talking about time travel, we're going to draw circles around circles and helixes around helixes, and we're going to be here for hours on end.
I don't have
it's
enough
not
napkins.
important. He goes, it's not important that you don't have enough napkins.
Yeah. Kind of figured.
All I can tell you is that I had 2 charges, one to get back to 1965 and one to come back, and it failed.
What, did the second one need a DeLorean?
He goes, I don't understand that reference.
Oh, God, you're so young.
Alan,
What is wrong with you?
I know we've worked together for a long time, but I'm going to need you to take this seriously because I'm about to put a spoon through your chest.
You know this is my coping mechanism.
All right. He says, I had 2 charges, and I used the second one to come back here because I failed my primary mission.
Because of the guys in red power.
It was because Divis Mall.
Divis Mall.
That happens Friday, by the way.
Friday?
This Friday.
This Friday.
You caught him right. He said, you asked him why did it fail in 1965, and he said, because Divis Mall.
Okay. Back up. 1965, Divis Mall.
Showed up and stopped me. I had to run.
Novas have only been here for about...
Novas are... everything about that's a lie. He leans in closer and he whispers to you. Those Novas have been around since the dawn of human history. They just occasionally show up. For some reason, they've rapidly showed up in our lifetime.
Well, probably because of the...
Nobody really knows why. And it's not important. All I can tell you is that Divis Mall knew millionaire Mercer. Divis Mall is at least 250 years old.
One moment.
Which explains why he's so goddamn powerful.
If you have that long to cook, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many of us there are. We can't stop
We can't
that.
fight him, but we can get an alliance of Novas that make it impossible for him to win, or untenable for him to win. He still cares about Nova kind, right? He's not going to fight all of his brothers.
So what, we get the House to veto him?
Pretty much. That's the best I got.
Is there even a Nova council to talk to?
That's what he wants, is an all-Nova ruling class.
The closest we've got to the council would be the Aberrant and the Terrigen, and they hate each other. And the Terrigen are spread out everywhere. Admittedly, we do know one crazy bitch who might be able to get them all together.
And we do know someone who has current contact with them 24/7.
We also... That's another thing we need to go over later. But later.
Well, the number one thing you have to do, Alan, is don't give weapons to the goddamn mom.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was a bad idea.
He goes, thousands of good Novas are going to die if you do that.
I kind of figured that it was a bad idea as soon as you guys showed up to my door and were like, we need to talk. You are just ruin the future, grr. Like, seriously, do you have any idea how ironic it is that the one paleontologist who has superpowers somehow causes a catastrophic, near fucking...
You don't cause it, it's just a component that makes the directive get more power.
I'm a part of it, though. My entire life's work.
You raise your voice and everybody in the restaurant looks at you and says, quiet down.
My entire life's work is to prevent such events like that. And we don't really have to deal with it thanks to the guy who cleaned our entire ozone. But my entire...
Anataeus? He's still alive?
As far as
left Utopia not too long ago.
As far as anyone knows.
Anataeus is still alive, that's right. He looks lost in thought.
Do you know where Antaeus is?
If I'm doing the math right, he's one of the big four.
And last he was at the headquarters in Kenya or Ethiopia, was it?
Hmm. I don't know.
I know where Antaeus is, but it's going to be kind of hard to get there.
Why? Is it on the moon?
No, farther than that.
You can't be serious.
Oh, wait a minute, so Elon
I
Musk
swear
with the
to-
whole thing of Mars is real now,
Is
or
he-
what?
Well, yeah, don't you know they're establishing a Mars colony?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they've been doing it for like the past 2 years.
Uh,
Wait, don't you keep up on any side? Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's
We just
the only
fixed our
place where
entire-
he knows the only place where Utopia can't get to him.
Mars.
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones that are like funding the entire thing?
No, that's NASA.
Oh.
And he's probably in disguise. I mean, he can kind of molliate himself in any shape he wants. He's a biological manipulation master.
So for all we know, he's Sparky the dog with a couple of the astronauts who went up there.
It could be. That'd be pretty smart.
there may be one person that can get
For-
one or two of us
For
to
all,
Mars.
for all we know, he might even be some collection of bacteria in a petri dish just waiting to get out of there.
Because I don't think he can make himself that small.
The man cleaned the entire ozone. Do not underestimate superpowers.
I hate to say it, but he's a good bet for if we want to stop everything. But he didn't help out in the Nova War at all, so why would he care? Unless he died. It's unclear whether Antaeus survived to End Day or not. He's one of the big question marks.
So for all you guys know, he's still on Mars with the colony there?
It's possible.
No.
Like I said, you two are passers. You could technically blend into human society.
Did I die?
Novas that can do that are. I'll answer your question in a second. Novas that can do that are pretty safe for the time being. Do you die? I don't know if you die. You gotta remember, the timeline I come from, a third of this entire country dies in a day.
There's only one person I know that can get to Mars. Two, if you think of a Terrigen. The only person that can do that is the Void.
And he's working with NASA. And there's no way that we can get him to help us. I mean, we might, but who's going to believe a story like this?
Just ask him if he knows. You don't have to tell him the reason, just, hey, have you ever met Antaeus?
I can maybe pull a couple of strings along the scientific grapevine and get maybe like a post-it note to him. But that's like a really big if. Like, I think I saw like a sliver of the guy at a convention once. But I'm a paleontologist. Like, it's a dead and it's not even dying anymore. It's it's an extinct.
Have you decided not to arm the Mafia?
The deal was waiting on one thing. You to deliver. They're not expecting.
Honestly, at this point, kinda, yeah.
You're giving up on it?
Well,
I need a yes or no. Because it really affects what happens next.
yes.
He checks something on his arm. It's like a wristwatch, and it says 86%.
So, is that good or bad?
It's the probability we can jump. It's the negative probability we can jump world lines. So we have a 14% chance right now to jump world lines onto a world line that won't have the Nova War in my lifetime. We're going to need a lot more ammo than that to stop this.
I could always just talk to him.
He goes, if only Oracle was here.
Wait a second.
Hmm.
I get up
I
and I walk outside for a hot second.
Funny you should say that, kid.
It's like, Oracle's here?
No, not here, but I may or may not have been conversing with her behind your uncles, and the entire team is back. They still don't know.
Is she
about it.
fighting the war against the Terrigen now?
What? Well, no, she's head of the Terrigen.
What?
She's batshit insane, like shacked up with Divis Maul. They have a kid named Gavin.
So Gavin Maul's still alive.
Yeah, he's like 2 now. And a full-blown Nova, from what I hear, too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he dies, and then Moira flips to the other side.
Say again?
Yeah, one of the Terrigen kills him because he refuses to obey them. It happens in my lifetime.
Okay, kid grows up, gets rebellious. Someone up and kills him. Moira flips her shit.
Yeah,
Moira.
she's the reason I'm here.
Moira, wipe out all humans. Wait. Moira. Moira. The Moira that we know, that has total psychopathic bitch Moira,
Yeah, she's crazy.
doesn't cover it.
I would have.
Sent you back.
Yeah. To stop the Nova War. Now, she
can
doesn't
do
want
that?
the Terrigen to lose. She just wants everyone to be separate. She wants a peaceful resolution.
She wants everyone to have their own rights.
She wants the Novas to leave peacefully and make our own planet.
Like Mars.
That could work, yeah.
Or we could just hop solar systems, probably.
She goes, that was her original idea. Diva Small didn't like that.
What, he didn't want to leave home? He'd get homesick?
He's kind of a strange fellow.
How strange.
He thinks he's God.
Had to do it.
I know you did.
Or more appropriately, a new God.
Where's my experience points for that shit?
So I'm guessing in the
6 games
future
ago.
there isn't religious freedom?
I don't know, it's complicated. Just, look, a lot of weird stuff happens in the future, alright?
Like what? Laser, rocket velociraptors that can turn intangible?
Look, we have... If we stop Diva Small, we can stop part of the problem. I can handle Archangel Michael, alright? Don't worry about it.
Archangel and
It's
Michael.
not the real Archangel Michael, it's what he calls himself. He's a crazy Nova. I can take care of him.
Okay, Terrigen guy, right?
No, he's nuts. He thinks he's the second coming of Jesus.
And Divis
He's
Maul.
the one that detonates himself in the center of the United States and kills almost a third of the people on the planet.
Oh, right. He kills the doctor.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of him personally.
Oh.
I've got a little... He crunches his metal hand. Score to settle with him.
Let's wrap it up.
So,
I'm so proud. You're growing up so much.
He killed my mentor. I've got a problem with him.
So why are you fighting with the fact that you're calling me uncle? Is it just that it doesn't feel right? Is it because
Well, I'm
the
older
bad
than
guy?
you now, so...
Yeah, but that's because of time travel. Technically, I'm older than you.
It's like, no, I'm 46.
I literally turn into a fossil.
I would have gone outside a while ago,
I see a
and I'm
cartoon.
looking for a traffic light for one of the speeding cameras.
Right.
I'm going to pull out my phone and just kind of wave it real quick.
Oh, I do what he kind of does.
I would have done this while you were talking. though.
I'm talking
But
to
no.
him.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get Moira's attention?
Yeah.
Let's see if she's even paying attention.
Sorry, love. I've been busy.
Your phone rings. Your phone.
Oh, speak of the bitch.
My phone doesn't ring.
What do you want?
Oh, so, crazy story. I think we need to talk.
He goes, Says, about what? I'm preparing for something really important, and you hear the clicking of 6 keyboards typing at once.
Time travel.
He goes, so there's a time traveler amongst you. That's funny. I came across a man the other day.
Yeah, apparently.
It works for me that ran into a time traveler.
Yeah, crazy thing. You want to know what I heard?
What?
You sent him back.
I sent him back.
That's the story.
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Meet us behind the diner.
He goes, nah, I want a cannoli. I'll meet you in the diner.
Oh, great.
You know, all you had to say was, my nephew wants to talk to you. That's all you had to say.
But he's technically not my nephew.
Well, mine. You know that.
I know, but, I'm kind of on the whole uncle stint now.
Alright.
She'll be here in 5. She wants a
Moira
cannoli.
calls up you and she goes, I'm meeting with someone questionable. I need your backup.
Okay.
Is it bad that I feel prideful that I'm questionable to her?
Don't worry, I'll pick you up. And a warp gate forms right in front of you.
Damn.
While I'm outside, I'm going to call up
I put my
Joe.
landline phone up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before you hang up, she goes, by the way, you're a pain in the ass to get on the line.
I'm sorry.
Buy a cell phone already.
It fits the aesthetic. Pick up a bell. Hello.
When she says buy a cell phone already, I will when I want to. Hi.
Pager explodes.
Alright.
I'd like to call up Joe's character, Mr.
Alright.
Gregory.
Oh,
Okay.
God, do we have to call the doctor?
And I'm outside.
What is it, Lloyd? I'm kind of working on an experiment right now, doing some research of what's been fucking going on.
Well, we kind of need to meet with Moira at the moment.
Where?
Luigi's. I just want you as backup because you can go completely dormed, but
Alright. Give me a Chicago-style pizza if you can. I'll be there.
Yep.
Alright. So about 30 minutes later, 15 minutes later, she arrives fashionably late with Morrow next to her.
So what, is it like I help train you and stuff? Like, do we have bonding moments? Do we go fishing?
Oh, you're going to talk to him and then 5 minutes away?
Yeah.
He goes, no, you're just Uncle Lloyd's friend, so they just called you Uncle Alan. It's...
Oh.
I'm his mentor, which would make me cry. I feel so proud.
How did you survive dealing with the doctor
He
for
goes,
years?
Dr. Gregory's awesome. Taught me everything I know about medicine. Which is a lot, by the way.
I mean, I don't doubt that, but he's also kind of a pain. Does he still make fun of me for not being a real doctor in the future?
I don't know. You guys kind of had a falling out with you joining the directive and trying to slaughter other Novas.
That...
I'm sorry, you did what?
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So,
You're gonna put the bullet to me now?
First of all, I put it to myself the other day, but then they busted in through the door and found me in my rather disturbed state after I just killed 40 people, and it was all over social media. I was waiting for NTF to bust down the door, and they approached me with a proposition to help them make the world a better place. And I considered it. And the idea was to arm the criminals and use whatever information or resources I got from them as a little bit of buying weight in order to help further myself into the directive.
Alan, has working with Utopia taught you nothing?
That it's corrupt.
That good people are going to do what good people do, regardless. You think I do this for the fame? I have fucking superpowers. I might as well do something with them.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Have I interrupted something, gentlemen?
No, sit down.
Moira said.
Here's your fucking cannoli.
And Arknight stands up and goes and is about to hug her, and they realize, wait, you have no idea who I am. Time traveler, got it. And you notice like everybody else has kind of vacated the restaurant subconsciously because they've all gotten calls on their cell phones.
Thank you.
No.
I am going to be eating a giant plate of fettuccine, and I'm going to look straight at her. So you were interested in my nephew when he erupted?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
But James, a little bit before when we just see all the people just kind of just vacate subconsciously, I just lean over door. That's why I don't have a fucking cell phone.
I wouldn't do it to you, love.
God, Jesus Christ, when did you get here?
I've been here for like 30 minutes.
And I'm
You
gonna.
heard nothing.
I heard everything.
Where's the Chicago style pizza?
I have it at
You
a,
say
I have
that,
a separate table
You say that
reserved for
Moira
you.
and says,
Thank you.
Moira looks at you and says, "You unfamiliar guy. You're always around. Why is that?"
Oh, he's a Nova who dorms down a lot.
Why did you tell her that?
It was, I see. She scratches her
As I
chin.
bend the fork.
What if I told you that
Because he
I
doesn't
still like being a
call
human
me a
being?
real
Even,
doctor.
for example, I may not have.
This is my one
I'm not
revenge I will
human
take against
anymore,
him.
but a Nova.
Hold on, guys.
That
Joe's
is-
talking.
But I still respect the qualities of life as a human. I started as a human and did not expect to turn into a Nova.
Yes, yes. Veterinarians like animals.
Alan just openly laughs at that one.
I'll make sure that when you complain about your boyfriend or whoever having problem with sex, I will make sure they have prescription.
Oh, here we go. Not you, her. She's gonna start now.
She says, "Whatever." So, what is it you came here to tell me about exactly?
The fact that your son dies in the future because Terrigen betray him because he doesn't want to listen to the rules, and your daddy does nothing about it.
That's a lot to swallow in one simple sentence, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to double whammy her.
Really?
Yep. Boy.
Yeah. Arknight just goes, "Yeah, it's true. You sent me back, and she told me if I ran into you to give you this." And a panel pops out of his arm, and he hands it to her. It's a poker chip.
Why a poker chip?
She looks at it carefully. Where did you get this?
I'm going to guess probably your boy.
I have 5 successes. I'm curious what that poker chip resembles as, or possibility any location where it may be located from, like a special type of casino or something.
It's more what's written on it.
What?
It says it's a commemorative poker chip. And it says, "Gavin, you've made me the luckiest girl in the world."
Oh.
There's only one place where you can get those.
Vegas. Does that get blown up?
She takes a few steps back. She goes, "My boy dies?"
Because of a war that you helped start.
She starts crying.
But he doesn't have to.
I hand her a napkin to wipe the tears.
He goes, "Who did it? And which one of the Terrigen did it?" And Arknight's like, "Well, if I tell you that, they're just gonna kill him, and that's gonna really alter the world line. You told me not to make the world line more altered than 40%. It's like, who killed him?
We could just stop the killing altogether.
She says, "But if I kill him first, because that'll cause the world line to deviate. You told me not to let you do that."
Not to mention that, why waste Nova life? Right, Moira? When Nova life doesn't have to really be wasted in this instance.
Roll, you're appealing to a reason, so roll,
You could just detain that
yeah,
person.
roll wits, there's no empathy, so rapport, I guess. It's really
Rolling
weird.
2 dice, ladies. Oh, 3 dice, ladies and gentlemen.
God, I'm the only one that has good wits.
I have 1 success.
She goes, "What you say makes sense, but I can't let this slide. I have to prevent this from happening."
Moira. Revenge can always wait. Let's focus on making a world for Novas first.
Yeah, let's talk about how else the world gets fucked up, and then we can see how.
Don't even worry about how the world gets fucked up. Worry about how to fix the world before it gets fucked
We
up.
have to talk to her about it first, so that we can all be on the same page. Right?
China attempts to detonate the entire world. Diva Small shows up to stop it. Endgame. We're forced to leave on a kill switch.
They call it End Day. Is what Arknight says.
Your boyfriend's fucking insane.
Because they threaten the nuke. That'd be easy for our divas to solve. He could destroy all those in the flash of an eye.
Yes.
What if he allowed it instead? He doesn't care about it.
You blow up the world so many times, do you really want it at that point?
Or even better yet, why don't we make our own world like you want? So that never even has to happen.
What are you proposing?
Got a fucking Mars colony. Let's hop over to another solar system.
Or just stay on Mars. You remember
But
hearing...
why do we have to leave our planet?
Who says we can't make Mars better than this, then?
We can literally shape the planet to look like whatever we want to. A blank canvas.
Do you remember not too long ago, Adonis, or Antaeus leaving Utopia?
Says, yeah, he was the one that told us how to reproduce.
Exactly. And just on a theory, where do you think he could possibly have gone? Because I doubt that the task force has found him and killed him.
They wouldn't be able to. He's the most powerful Nova there is, except for maybe Diva Small.
Exactly.
Oh, honestly, another place you could go is South America. Just right into those tropical jungles.
It's at that moment you hear an Australian accent. I don't mean to interrupt, mate, but I do have you in my sights.
The biotech field.
Wall
Time
behind
walker.
us.
All right.
Rolling for wall. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yes.
It blows up against the wall, and you hear voices. Somebody's shouting in Mandarin.
I can understand
They're
Mandarin.
here.
Out.
She says, "Take out the girl. She solves the whole problem."
I know Mandarin too, so, but
I get
just for the record.
right by Moira, basically being the meat shield.
Moira, teleport now.
She goes, I, and she's dialing a phone to call someone because apparently she doesn't warp. Someone else warps for her.
This is embarrassing. I cannot hold this thing for much longer. No, why does this hurt so much?
My reaction of Moira
here now!
You talking about Arknight?
Yeah.
All right, he busts through the back wall, and as soon as he does, the American guy is
I'm not
lightning
giving him
flicks
the
from his
time.
fingertips. He's coming out to the back entrance. He goes, not this way.
Oh, why does this hurt so much? Oh, Lloyd, why are you...
Shockwave.
Shockwave?
Oh, Lloyd, why are you green right now? What?
My reaction is just holding
Hey,
on.
am I okay?
My
Might or
reaction is just
brawl?
holding on Moira. Protect the president at all costs.
Screw
It's
your
mega
movie
strength.
references.
It's just a mega strength roll. I think might roll works for me too.
Okay.
I think it's a strength might roll. Let me double check.
Protect the president. Get down, president.
For those of you who are watching, Alan is currently going through a metamorphosis
Oh, shit.
You
mutation
just roll
of
mega
sorts.
strength as bashing
Oh
damage.
shit, you're gonna
Oh,
get
it's just
back.
straight mega
Yeah.
strength?
Well,
That's-
strength plus mega strength. You
Okay.
you never roll it individually.
Alright. Damn. What the hell, guys? 1, 2, 3.
James, I would have gone with Moira.
Yeah.
So that guy's like, not this way. I'm gonna mirage him to make it look like
Automatically canceled.
can't. Oh,
I'm just staying with Moira.
Like you literally would try to affect his mind and it slips right off. You have it's
Telepathic
never
mind.
happened to you before. And you hear someone else's voice in your head in Mandarin going, do you know that?
Ha.
I don't understand Mandarin.
She called you an idiot trying to use mind tricks.
What are you doing?
I have 3 successes on a shockwave.
3 successes at shockwave.
Yeah. And
you knock him back and out of the side of the building, and he looks like he takes a big hit. And as soon as he says that, you hear the guy with a German accent go, "Don't worry, I have you." And
Oh no!
and he regenerates the damage you dealt.
Ubercharged!
Übercharged! It's good. It's sehr good, yeah?
Moira, hurry up, because I don't know how much longer I can stay off the barrage.
It's ringing!
Ring faster! Yeah.
What are you gonna do, Joe?
I'm like also holding on there, but I'm gonna see. Well, cell phone's not a computer, so that doesn't work. So I'm just basically being the meat shield, so like making sure to protect her. I'm always just checking around wherever there's an open spot, just to be in that spot where she doesn't get hit.
All right. Okay. A couple more plasma bolts are up to your thing, and then finally a warp gate opens. Who's going in first? It's a 3x3 meter thing, so you have to go in one at a time.
We need
I go
Moira
in
to go in
last.
first.
All right, Moira, you shove her through the thing first.
And then I go.
Then you go.
I just keep holding up the wall until as many people get through as I can. I say, go!
The doctor's going.
I
Right.
huck you through as I shockwave just everything.
A drone flies in and goes into the warp gate. It's like, I've got their location.
Damn it!
But I had awareness up already, damn it.
I was gonna say, can I roll the shockwave just before I step in, or?
The warp gate closes. And Moira calls you on the phone. She goes, "We're jumping again. We got rid of the drone.
Okay.
Little.
We can't get you out.
That's
Not yet."
fine.
Over the phone, you just hear me go,
Lloyd?
"Little fucking shit!" And just stab the drone.
What are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
level with you right
I'm
now.
gonna
This
stab
wall is
the
about to
drone.
You
give.
jump through the
People
you
are
would jump
coming
through the
in.
gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're on the other side, and they open another gate to another location and rush through it.
As I'm talking to Lloyd and distracting him, open up a hole beneath him as I'm trying to focus on keeping the wall up, and hopefully just transfer him into whatever sewer line is beneath us and just seal it shut.
That's
as
gonna be really messy. We're under a restaurant.
whatever.
I was gonna do an even funnier
And
thing,
just
but okay.
seal it up as well as I can.
So you guys are underground now?
No, he is.
Who is?
Lloyd is.
Just Lloyd.
Lloyd. Okay, Lloyd is underground. You three are still on top, and there's three people with plasma cans closing in on you.
Joe went in with
jumped
Moira.
through too.
Oh, Joe jumped through
Because I
too?
was basically being the
Oh,
shield.
so it's just you left?
It's me and Lloyd there, and I tossed him underground.
All right. Three people with plasma cannons are coming directly at you, and you hear somebody in you don't understand Senegalese. You hear somebody say something in an African language you don't understand,
Fuck, I knew we should have gone on that dig in Africa.
Spinosaurus.
and they all aim at you.
Oh no.
Oh, this sucks. Balls.
I'm gonna do something fun.
Okay.
Sure.
So I have flight. I'm gonna fly back up to the top of it, and I'm just gonna shove a hand through and grab something. If it's a
Through what?
leg,
Through the hole you made.
well, he sealed it back up.
All right.
I know what he sealed.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot a hand back up and try and grab something or someone.
All right. Okay. You're just gonna punch through the ceiling and try to grab somebody.
Yep.
All right. Roll strength might.
Strength mites. What's the
Now I know what you're all thinking, but wasn't it all about like not killing me last night?
Who says I'm specifically going for you?
I'm talking to them.
They don't seem to care anymore because you've made your decision.
Huh.
You're pretty
Well,
much
this
dead.
sucks.
7.
7.
Denied.
You see a hand like a zombie hand out of a bad horror movie punch through the floor and grab the American guy by the leg and pull him down.
Ha! All right.
But there's still the guy with the the girl with the Indian insignia and the German guy with the German insignia coming toward you.
Oh God, what's that? Oh God, oh, that's a horrible feeling in my stomach. Ugh. I'm trying to play around the whole thing that I'm like currently mutating as this is all going down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I can't wait till you drop that dorm state. Ooh boy.
Gotta No, I'm using my powers now, so I have to have dropped it.
Yeah.
So
So
he's just
right now-
slowly mutating.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I was thinking green a second ago.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to vomit on the floor and unleash a EMP pulse.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say a damn thing.
All right. Both their guns short out, and their power armor shorts out. Wait, let me see if their power armor shorts out. Roll your EMP. Actually, I forgot to ask for that,
Yeah.
but they failed on their gun rolls.
Get them wits and all that other good stuff. It's based on wits, right?
Yeah.
2 hours later.
3 successes.
3 successes. You shut down everything but the German guy's power armor. They go, "We've got a magnetokinetic."
Jawohl! And can I take a second action?
No, you didn't reserve for it.
Ah.
All right. So his gun doesn't work. So he reaches out he touches his head and he reaches out his hand and looks right at you.
Oh. Oh, this is about to get really psychedelic. Yeah.
You instantly lose without even affecting Soak 3 points of lethal damage as you disintegrate from the inside out.
Oh, fuck.
I'm injured. I'm injured.
Jesus.
They say cease and desist. It is Lloyd's turn.
So
I'm sorry, the
Never!
napkin guy gets a turn too.
Oh.
Goes, the funny thing about grabbing lightning, bud, is it has a bite back.
Oh, great. He's
Shot
washed
back.
grease.
1, 2, 3. Give me a soak roll.
He's in water, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Does it affect him too then?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
He's
lethal
American.
or bashing?
What'd you expect?
What?
Lethal or bashing at this point then?
It's a lethal damage thing, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
However, his suit's going to conduct most of it away.
Give me
Something.
Yeah.
6, 7, 7. 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you are unaffected by it, and so is he.
What was that about?
Damn it! Your turn.
Punch him in the face.
9 rounds. Punch
Go
him in the
ahead.
face. Do the even better thing.
Just do the whole thing. Just go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
So the power armor, is it possible to tear him out of it?
You can try.
I'll just skip that half then. And I'll just put him in a headlock to tap him out.
You try to put him in a headlock, but you can't really squeeze through the armor in a way that's going to put him in a headlock unless you get a really powerful might roll.
I'll take it.
All right.
Are we going to add?
There's always a...
No, this is a combat
Power
situation.
points.
We're not going to add the 10 successes for it.
No.
Wait, let me make sure I have all these dice right. Yeah, dice are right.
Are you going to spend willpower?
No, I'm not. Because I just got 8 successes from that.
You managed to crack through part of it.
Okay.
He takes 4 bashing damage.
Alright.
Your turn, Alan. So you got 2 people in front of you, and there's 4 more somewhere around here.
All right, and the 2 people, one of them, their suits is shorted out,
Yeah, suit and gun is shorted out.
and the other one's gun is
Gun's
shorted
shorted
out,
out, but his suit's still active.
and he's using mind powers
He's using vitakinesis is what he's using.
to incinerate my insides.
The ability to destroy and heal life with your mind.
You're tainted.
With my experience with Utopia, would I know if that power, as far as novas are known, is it sight-based?
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
But it looks like he had to look at you to do it.
I would like to take 2 actions.
Okay.
I would like to use, first, my shaping power to take the rock from around the diner and try and compress it around his head to make an airtight seal.
Okay.
And second, I would like to use blast.
All right.
Oh God.
Okay. Difficulty 7 on the first attempt and 8 on the second.
So it's Dex plus Elemental Anima. Right? Or is it
Yep.
shit? Right.
Are you doing the blast first?
Shaping. First.
Shape is wits, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Did you get at least one?
Yes.
Difficulty 8?
Yes.
Alright, you wrap a thing around his head, you can't see anything. Then your blast roll.
Alright. Let's
That
just
was
knock
difficulty
this
7.
guy
Yeah.
out of the park.
Thought that was difficulty 7, and this is difficulty 8.
The difficulty 8, yeah. No, but it was
Well, the
difficulty
last one
8
was a 9, so it doesn't matter.
because of the difficulty of shaping it.
Oh, okay.
So does this make it 9 or still?
No, this makes it 8 still.
Okay.
Nope.
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 Alright, well, you can't see anything. Alright,
And I
He's
did say
living
airtight. I did say airtight.
yep. Alright, it has a breather inside his suit anyway, so it doesn't make, he's not going to choke to death,
Oh.
but he can't see you. Alright,
Where the hell is Arc Knight?
he went through
Moira.
the portal with,
Oh, okay.
with them.
So I'm with them
Alright,
too.
okay,
Wish I
it
could-
is the American guy. It is actually is the Vitakinetic is like, what the hell is happening? And the girl next to him, her suit folds back and deconstructs, and she grabs onto him, and they teleport out of there. The American guy looks at you, spits some blood out, and he goes, I grew up in the Baltimore arcology, motherfucker. You think I can take? You think I can't take a hit?
What the hell's the ball?
Federated States. Go! He pulls out some type of crazy electric weapon.
Oh, that is bullshit. Be a man, fight with fists.
Be a man. Fight with peace. Punch the bear.
I thought
All
it was full
right,
muscle
lethal
there.
soak, please.
Lethal soak?
Yeah, actually, you didn't reserve the dodge, so lethal soak. He's literally taking an electric whip and just flipping it behind him and hitting you with it.
Does this also count as physical damage as well?
Yes,
So I'm in.
it's energy damage.
Oh, it's just straight energy
Yeah, it's
damage.
straight
Okay.
energy damage.
I
Sorry.
was going to say if it has any physical,
Nope.
that changes a lot of things.
Nope.
Okay, that one wasn't as good. So that's 2 for me.
2.
Yep.
You take 2 points of lethal damage.
Okay.
It's enough to break the hold, and he spins around and turns behind you and takes a defensive stance. It is your turn.
All right. So first things first, I'm going to crack my neck and spend 2 points of quantum to regenerate those 2 levels that I lost.
All right.
Cause yeah, I can do that.
All right, he sees you do that, and he looks scared. he literally shouts into his radio, "Regenerator!"
Grab him.
That's the thing. I'm going to go over. Are you really going to fight me with that? And I grab him by his shoulders.
Body slam.
And I just use all full power of my action to fly straight through the level above us, straight through the ceiling of the restaurant, and then 50 feet up in the air.
Hey Lloyd, are you
Roll-
doing? Oh
Roll
Jesus!
Dex flight, and you're gonna take some conditional damage from it.
Okay. 3.
3.
Yep.
3. All right. You fly up the whole way, and you drag him up there, and that's your action. You can see in view that there's other people there, like looking at you, surrounding the building, and you hear a guy go, "I got you, mate," and you see another guy fly up to meet you. He goes, "How's the weather up here?" And then he blasts you with a frozen ice blast.
Is that really a good idea right now?
I see.
Just look at him. Do you really want to try this right now?
I see. They still haven't solved the freezing problem.
You know what killed
What?
the
I don't
dinosaurs?
understand.
Iron Man
Ice
1.
Age.
Oh yeah,
The Ironmonger armor.
Yeah.
How do you solve the icing problem?
Freezing
What
problem.
icing problem? You might want to look into it.
All right. Roll soak for lethal?
God, it's
I wish I
crazy.
could warp back.
Damn. That one wasn't as good, but still 4.
Only if
4?
somebody could page.
Yep.
Alright, you tie him, you don't take any damage, but you do release the guy that you're holding onto reactively because you're trying to shield yourself, and he falls down and jump jets fire and he lands on the ground safely.
Is there any way I saw any of this and can interact with it?
Yes. It's your turn.
Could I blast him when he tries activating his jump jets?
It's an automatic, like, you're falling 40 feet, the seat stabilizes thing.
It's like an Iron Man thing.
Yeah.
So I can't just... I could always just try turning it off.
EMP it?
Why not?
Alright, you gonna try EMP again?
Yes.
Alright, roll your EMP check.
Four.
4? It doesn't affect it. You just missed it.
Ah, damn.
Alright, it is their turn. He just keeps yelling, "Regenerator!" And somebody says, "Oh, okay, zone and target." And a missile fires at you.
Lloyd!
Somebody page the doctor. Need a port back.
The missile hits you, and a bunch of goop floods all over you. And it's that point you realize you're being dissolved.
Oh god.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, shit.
It's not affecting you yet, but it's like pure acid. And then another group of people, you see the American guy dash off the top of the roof, slide down the side, to where his friends with the girl with the armor that was shut off. She rolls her neck and it folds back over and reactivates. And the Vitakinetic finally breaks the Earth shield off his face. And like, what the hell was that? Alright.
Hope Mora's done with me so I can go back.
A warp gate opens right next to you, Ty.
That, my friend,
Sorry it took so long, love.
was my
And
call.
she grabs you and
Bye-bye!
pushes you to the warp gate. You can see the gate from where you're at.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Get to the gate.
Oh,
Make a mad dash for the gate.
oh.
Unless you want to die.
That's really the thing. What do I want to do? Do I want to keep them occupied or go into the gate?
If you keep them occupied, you're gonna die.
And?
If you go through the gate, you're gonna be fine and live another day.
You, man.
Die now with a purpose or kick ass at a later date. Choices. Decisions.
Fly down, activate shockwave into the gate.
Alright, it blasts you blast all the goop off you before it can affect you, and you fly in the gate. The gate closes. You were outside the Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, sweet. I've always wanted to go here.
Oh god,
This would
hippies.
be my third time here.
There's a person that you don't recognize there who has a phone in his hand, and he closes the gate behind him. And you don't recognize him at first. But the closer you get a look at him, the more you realize it's the Void.
No fucking
He's
way.
been playing a double agent.
Dude, big fucking fan. Alan Sattler.
We're on the
Shakes
same
your
department.
He shakes your hand.
No, he works with NASA.
In our department.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
he
he
does.
is.
Yeah, he's a
Oh, he
double
does?
agent. That's why I just said that.
Wait, he does?
Yeah,
Yes.
he works for Moira apparently too.
Oh.
He was also there to help basically the baseball stadium.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, I don't pick sides. I can't trust Utopia anymore. He tells you.
But you teleport around a psycho terrorist who literally just killed people like a month ago. Like a bunch of people.
I owed her a favor.
Not gonna ask.
Well then. So,
Let's just say that some directive thugs were on me, ready to wipe me out, and she stepped in and saved my ass.
Directive, huh? Yeah, I've heard some stuff about them.
They don't like the idea.
Really?
They didn't like the idea that I happened to peruse through some of NASA's top secret archives when I had the opportunity.
Like, what did you see? Some sort of orbital defense system?
Public is not the time for that.
Oh, who's gonna spy on us? Moira?
You are so close to getting flinched.
Do you realize there's cameras outside all over the place, and the fact that directive could...
He opens another warp gate and says, "They really won't find us now. Get inside."
Exactly.
Don't
Now,
have to
there's
tell me
some
twice.
subterranean complex or the jungle. Now, come on, let's go.
You end up in a fishing village in Azerbaijan.
I was going to say before
This works too.
Moira stepped in, I was going to hold her for a second.
Yeah.
I was going to just pat her on the shoulder and just say, "Thanks for keeping him straight." And then just walk into the gate.
Who are you
Moira.
referring to?
I'm referring to Moira about
Arknight.
Arknight.
She goes, "I don't know anything. I haven't even done that yet, so I don't even know what you're talking about." And she just goes through the gate before you, pushes you out of the way, and then drags you behind her.
Pushes you out of the way. No,
So
wait,
you guys
no,
are
we
now
need you.
you guys are now somewhere that no one would ever think of looking for you.
India?
Azerbaijan. It's like a middle Central Asian country.
It got fucked over by Russia.
Oh, that one.
It's an oil producing country.
Yeah, that sounds familiar now.
Surprisingly, no U.S. there yet. When there's oil, there's freedom.
As we see
But they don't like
USSR,
white
like
people there.
old faded propaganda on a truck that drives
The
past
void,
us.
the void says, "Does this make us square?" And Moira says, "Yes. This makes us more than square."
Although, if you could just stay for like 5 minutes so we could talk to you about what's going on right now.
Okay.
Time travel exists?
Yeah, I knew that.
Right. So, he's from the future. Points to Arknight.
Like, no, the void says, "Yeah, I knew that." When you say time travel exists.
Okay, and the world ends in like
4 days.
4 or 5 days.
The world doesn't end in 4 or 5 days. The beginning of the like what leads up to the end of the world starts in 4 or 5 days. End day is like 30 years in the future.
Yeah.
Arknight?
I told you, the beginning ends. The beginning
No.
starts in 4 days.
I'm asking, like, did you talk to him before you talked to us, or?
Arknight says, "I've never even heard of the void."
Okay, how do you know so much?
As I told you, I read NASA's secret files. The directives, NASA's secret files.
Basically, what happened was they have some files about the 1965.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
And
nods
popped
his
up.
head. Yep.
Huh.
Give yourself an experience point, Joe.
Doctor's not always boring.
Also,
He
there's
knows shit.
aliens, but that's not important.
Wait, aliens?
he just
come
like
on.
kind of nonchalantly says that aliens exist.
Okay, whoa. All right, so can we like
But
have?
that's not really important right
Yeah,
now.
but can we
You're
like
getting off the
can we
point.
schedule an appointment to where you and I can just talk one day so I can find out a little bit, please?
I don't even know you, man. Wait, yeah, I do. I've read your research before. You're pretty alright.
It's... Someone's read my research.
He nods his head. He's like, "Yeah."
Thank you so much. You have no idea how long it's been since I've talked to someone educated.
He asks you a question that spikes, that blows your mind. He goes, "How would you like to see the fossils on Mars sometime?"
I'm just gonna step in for a moment and put him in a headlock. Back to business right here.
I gotta interrupt, and I mentioned, do you happen to know? I can't remember who's the guy that we're trying to track. That
David
basically,
Small.
No, the other one that
Gavin.
No,
Anateus.
Anateus.
Anateus?
Yes.
Yes. Do you
Yeah,
know where
he's
he is?
heading the terraforming project on Mars right now.
Good.
We really need to talk.
Not officially, anyway. Everybody in NASA knows who he is, but it's kind of like nobody trusts Utopia anymore up there. To be honest, everyone's kind of gone rogue. It's the reason why you haven't heard much about the terraforming project recently.
Oh, that's wonderful. We need to talk to him.
Okay.
It'll take me a while to make a gate for there. You guys talk amongst yourselves, and I got to recuperate some energy to make a jump that far.
Of course.
Well, that's going on.
Does anyone else? Is anyone
And
else
also, you guys wouldn't happen to have spacesuits, would you?
Is anyone else really exhausted right now?
Don't worry, I'll make a stop by Baikonur and get you some spacesuits.
Okay, cool.
Question.
Look up the research about what.
I don't know. You guys know where Baikonur is, like the Soviet cosmonaut way station.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's not that far from where he is, like geographically.
why are you wearing all green?
Yeah, I was about to say, does he look all golem-like?
Why are
Yes.
wearing all green?
Can we take a moment to talk about this?
Talk about what? Oh,
I just hold up a mirror.
I don't need
Moira, Oracle says, "Hey, you're starting to look kind of cute there."
Ty,
Sorry.
you see a mirror. I'm holding a mirror.
All right, just
Time
hold
to do
that for a
some
second.
science about him, because now he's become a kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah,
With
I'm trying
Mega
to dorm back down to normal.
9.
9. He's becoming very tainted.
I'm
His
sorry.
powers are manifesting
All
out
right,
of control.
let me give it a second shot. Trying to just dorm
Stop
down.
using your powers.
I'm not using my
You
powers.
become hungry. You need silver.
Shut up. No, I don't.
He doesn't need that yet. He didn't give him that. We gave him a different weakness. The way his molecular structure is composed, you suspect that he's incredibly weak to sonic attacks now.
Okay, I think I got it going, but my right hand is still kind of stuck. I'm gonna just work
Oracle
on it.
says, we can solve that problem for you if you want.
Yeah, sure, because it works so well for you.
Goes, we get rid of the taint, but we don't get rid of any aberrations.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, also, by the way, big fucking question I have. What exactly, do you know what your son can do?
Because, not yet. He hasn't manifested his powers.
Okay, cool.
But he has an MR node.
Hey, Arc Knight, do you know what Gavin does? I've been thinking about it for like the past 2 months.
Yeah, I know what Gavin does.
Yeah.
He's a time traveler. How do you think I got back here?
Okay. Backtrack. You said he was dead.
He's temporal manipulation. They killed him in his sleep.
But then he sent you away.
No, technology that emulates what he does sent me away. Sorry about the confusion.
Okay. Your son's a time traveler. Congratulations.
Well, not exactly. Temporal manipulation. He can't, go back in time, but he can, split time. It's pretty cool.
Your son's a time manipulator. Congratulations.
Moira says, that would explain why he keeps waking up at night after only 5 minutes of sleep.
That's... I want to say that's adorable. I really do.
It's not. It's really not.
It's horrible. I know, because you've raised children, but it's kind of cute in a weird way.
Just study everybody.
You're not sticking a needle in me again.
No, I said studying people.
Yes, good luck getting blood work from me now.
Yeah, so he's a temporal manipulation can't actually go back in time, but it can freeze and dilate time.
Oh,
And
like
yeah.
the club.
The club?
When they stopped time when they heard the click. What was his name? It was Flash, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we actually held our own against those guys, didn't we?
I healed them, by
for a
the way.
minute.
From the other room,
I'm
you hear
fine.
the Void say,
Yeah.
from the other room, he comes back with a bunch of cosmonaut spacesuits and throws them on the ground. And then he leans back against the door and starts relaxing to gain his quantum points back. He goes, from what I saw and heard, it looked like you guys are getting your asses kicked.
So, question.
I would have loved to see
The
that.
fact that we were outnumbered 4-1 and that we were able to survive for a minute. Oh, I hate him.
Hey,
I
Doc.
hate him, but I love him. Yeah?
Other doctor.
No.
Your leech. You can take quantum. Can you give quantum?
Not yet.
Hmm.
I was also doing basically while that time, while Boyd's gone, looking up basically what he was talking about. He was talking about something about basically Project Utopia going like rogue up in Mars.
Yeah,
The
like
whole
they've
situation.
cut ties with Utopia under
I rolled-
Anateus' discretion.
I
Everyone,
rolled investigation. I basically had
Major.
6 successes.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. Phone
What?
now.
Hold on, guys. Joe's doing stuff.
So I was like investigating and looking into research, some sort about that.
Anateus broke ties with Project Utopia shortly after taking the terraforming assignment.
I gotta look up terraform assignment.
He's trying to terraform the entire planet of Mars. That's the idea.
Okay.
Doc,
But apparently there's a problem. There's already life on Mars. That's the problem.
It's the aliens. So the thing is, he's got to make peace with the aliens, see if we can basically get Novas there.
Well, it's like bacterial life. It's not like intelligent life.
but all life is indeed neutral, so he can't exactly just go up and just get rid of it because he
Destroy it.
wants to.
Right.
Because it has a right just like everything else to exist.
Exactly. And he's kind of been in a conundrum about it since then.
Why don't we just make our own planet, just basically like kind of similar to the Death Star? It's similar to one of
The
the...
Death Star.
Well, it's
I
not
don't
Death
like
Star.
gray.
What I mean is,
I don't like gray.
there's
and
a
also I
comic.
can't dig.
There's a comic where basically they pretty much make their own planet, but it's going to take quite a long time doing.
I don't think any of us have universe building bullshit powers.
Well,
The
maybe
void
like two
wakes
of
up
us
for a
do.
second in your conversation. It's like, or I could just take you to a different planet.
Yeah, like that too. But also, another Doc, give me your phone. All right, cool. I take mine and I tell Lloyd, take these and press yours too. Remember, we put the trackers up. Listen, you'll make more pictures of your kid. Just smash the phones.
That's not my worry.
What? That they actually already know that we're here?
No.
Meinstein?
Yeah.
Whatever did happen to him?
He's fine. He's doing alright. He's playing rogue for right now.
Listen, he's got my dog to keep him company. He'll be fine.
That's not the issue.
What's-
He's the one with contact to the Aberrant.
We need him still.
We need the Aberrant.
We have the guy that knows the guy right there.
Yeah, he goes, if you're talking about Corbin, I could probably find him pretty easily.
Oh,
and
please,
if you
let's
do
just
all
roll with
this,
it. Like honestly,
if you do
how
all this,
worse
what
can
do we
get?
owe you?
Who are you talking to?
Like Void, because isn't
No,
Void?
no, the person that said they probably know where Corbin is Arknight.
Oh,
Okay. Fine. The question is how we have to get you back to get to him, though. And so I just crush him.
Alright. It'll take me a while to figure out where Corbin is. And he flips over his computer, his arm folds into an arm-top computer, and he starts typing, calculating things. And trying to trace down the stuff. And Oracle's like, God, that's so slow. And she pulls out a laptop from her backpack and just starts typing away rapidly.
Arknight, are you using AOL, man?
She goes, no. And then eventually she stops typing and just lets her hands go, and there's code flying across the screen.
Oh boy. Shit, I just went Matrix style here, guys.
Maybe she's not so bad.
We had a nice talk.
Speaking of nice talk,
Moira
You guys
knows,
had that conversation.
You know, the one
I'm
thing that
gonna get
basically we
into my
haven't
space
asked
suit.
is Moira, what the hell's going on Friday?
that.
I can answer that question.
Because now we have like 3 days. Right? 3 or 4.
Yeah, and Moira, Oracle tells her that she's not going with you on your mission. She has other things she has to do.
Like hunt down who killed your kid.
She goes, that crossed my mind, but the first thing I have to do is help Divas make his manifesto known.
Seriously?
Arknight's like, if you do that, it starts the war.
Millions die, including thousands of
Billions, Arknight corrects you.
Nova. Thank you. Billions die, including Novas. Because we fight each other to near extinction.
But I promised him I would. And he's not a person that takes breaking promises lightly.
Yeah, but I'm sure if we can get the big guy on Mars to maybe talk a little bit of sense, we have a bit of a chance here.
All right.
Where's your time clock?
I'll try it your way, she says.
If people would just try it my way more often, there would be so much less death in this world.
If people tried it your way, you'd be giving Nova weapons to the mob. Dumbass.
Which I am still not okay with.
To the face.
That's only because you know
Oracle
that you
says,
get
"Wait,
shot
what?"
first.
Long story.
I was suicidal and I was in a dark place until I found out that time travel was a thing, okay?
And he also tried to be part of the directive.
I did not say that to you
Her
at all.
eyes open wide, and she's like...
It did pop up eventually. At the
Yeah, but I
time.
didn't say shit
She
to you
points
at
at
all.
you and she says, if you ever try to do something like that again, we will get rid of you.
I shake her hand.
Thank
you.
Ask more,
Do it.
like,
Get rid of me. Prove everyone fucking right.
What do you mean? She doesn't understand what you're talking about.
Just another crazy bitch.
Are you going to say that to her?
Just like my ex-wife.
Alright, she goes to a different part of the room and lets you cool off somewhere.
Gonna
But
put
you've got a good 6 hours till the void has like restored his quantum points.
I'm gonna go out and I'm just gonna dig a hole. I'm gonna find a shovel. I'm gonna dig a hole.
All right, you're out there, and one of the fishermen, the kids from the fisherman's village, comes out and sees you digging a hole, and like sits down next to the hole, puts her face in her hands, and is just staring at you. She tries to talk to you once in a while, but you don't understand the language she's speaking.
I try what languages I do know, just like, hey, who knows?
She does a little English.
Oh.
She goes, hole,
Yes.
dig.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Fun.
Ah. She starts digging up part of the hole too.
You had your first quality bonding moment.
That's like that's like what you do for the next two or 3 hours.
At a certain point, I just start to exasperate to the kid and start talking about how my ex-wife is a total bitch and how I always wanted kids, but I'm sterile. She doesn't understand any of it, but
No, but she's
She understands like
funny.
kids. That's it.
yeah, it was pretty funny. And I just like try and be as cheerful as possible and just keep digging my hole.
Okay.
And I sit
What
down.
is everybody else going to do?
I sit down in my hole because I'm comfortable in my
apparently,
hole.
you wanted to have a talk.
Yep. I am just relaxing just to get my 2 points of quantum back. And you and I get to have a talk of what the hell. First of all, look, I get it. Ghostlight kills people, whatever. I understand there's people out there like that. But the way you do it, malicious, excessive violence. Yeah, and I know you're laughing because I'm one to talk. I literally punch people and I can turn them to a pulp with a flick of my finger.
You say that, I have the stern face. I'm not laughing.
But what?
I don't know why I do it. Why I kill them the way I kill them.
Go ahead. Try me. Go ahead and try and tell me why you nearly shat yourself as soon as the mob stepped in when I came from a business that the mob at half the time rigged. Go ahead.
I lift up my shirt and you see a bullet wound right there.
That's why.
Got this? When I was 15 years old. Father, cop, looking into a certain gang. It's dead. It's gone now because half of what my parents did, and then the other half of what I did. But father was about to bust a major operation of this gang. Mom was a lawyer. Put one of that gang's major players behind bars. Gang wasn't happy. So one night, family dinner, going well. All of a sudden, 3 guys busted. Killed the father right in front of me. Mom tries to get me and my little sister, who's 13 at the time, out to safety. They catch her. Me being a little stupid at 15, I tried to save my mom. That's where I got shot. And as I bled out, I saw 3 men violate my mom and sister in front of me as I bled out. And then when they were done, killed them. They were going to kill me. More cops showed up and they left. I vowed on that day I would kill every fucking scumbag like that.
So let me get this straight. Mommy, Daddy, and sister all got killed for doing the right thing, for trying to be good people. You get these superpowers to be a good person, and you become like them. Some good kid in footsteps you turned out into, huh?
Wow.
I don't
And I just
care
get
what
up.
you think.
Ooh.
Fight, kiss.
Fight, murder. No.
So they're doing that. I'm
Art
asking.
Knight's like, no wonder you guys don't talk when you're in the future.
No
Because he has
wonder.
no idea who you are.
No wonder Uncle Alan continually, compulsively just digs holes for no reason. It's a coping mechanism. Oh.
They're all doing that. I'm trying to see if Mora can, ask Mora if I can get contact to Meinstein and tell him kind of what the situation's going on.
She pulls out another computer from her backpack and says, "Here you go."
Thank you. I appreciate that, love.
She's eating she's in her Nova form, and she's eating an apple with one hand and typing with the other 3, and then like calculating on fingertips with the other hand. It's just trying to figure this out.
That's a really useful aberration to have.
Yep.
7 successes using my computer intelligence to contact
All
Meinstein.
right. Yeah, you easily contact him. He's doing fine, and he says he's gonna lay low for a while.
I tell
And the
him,
dog is fine.
alright. I also tell him what kind of our situation is right now.
All right. He thinks you're under the best course of action you could do.
Alright.
That maybe there's a way to avoid the war entirely.
I asked him if he's been working on any of the researches or possibility experiments that could maybe be advantage for us. Like, when we were talking about the Novatech information.
Nothing really comes to mind right now. He has to maintain the good employee image, otherwise he's gonna be in trouble.
Why can't he just do his take vacation hours saying he needs to recover?
He will do that, and he will work on stuff. What do you want him to work on?
Oh boy.
Why don't you take your vacation days? I have vacation days.
Yeah. Well, we obviously know it's biotech that our future time travelers are kind of in. Seeing if there's a way we can get our own biotech stuff, or somehow he can make something that can counter it.
All right, he will attempt to do that. It'll take him some time though.
All right, thank you.
Ugh.
And
Just out of curiosity, while I'm out there, could I use my note abilities, just hang out and see if I get a hit? I mean, other than the ones
Yeah,
that are
sure.
clearly all bundled up right there.
Yeah, sure.
James, after our little talk, since I got a little steam, I'm outside. I'm just throwing knives at a tree. Over
that's
and over again.
That's a success.
That's one success. You don't detect anything aside from the people in the room.
Well, outside digging my hole.
Though there is a person that you try to detect them, and your mind seems to slip off of them. They're in the village nearby.
Wait, slip off of them like they did when we first met the psionics.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I wanna I'm gonna investigate.
All right. The little girl that's with you follows you back to the village, and some men see you approach, and they are you in dorm form or no form?
I'm in dorm form.
In dorm form. They see the way you're dressed and like American welcome, come. They take you to get some food at a local restaurant and like, here, enjoy. You guessed.
I pay them.
Oil. He was oil company worker.
Digger.
Digger. Ah, yes. We are diggers as well. Long line of diggers.
Ah.
And they don't charge you because you said that, because you're blue collar apparently, even though you're not dressed for blue collar work. They're like, on vacation or working?
Coring.
Ah, yes. Good.
Yeah. I just take a $20 bill from my wallet because I know how much it is probably around here, and I just leave it on the table after I have a snack and just. Yes.
Thank you.
Hmm.
They're Eastern Orthodox in this town for some reason.
Are they?
And they say a prayer for you. Thanks.
Thank you.
So what can we do for you? You seem like you're looking for something.
I heard a story while I was in a neighboring village. You see, about someone with Nova abilities around here.
There's no one like that, but there is this wise woman in the village.
Wise woman.
She seems to know things about people without talking to them. It's very strange.
Could you take me to her?
If you wish.
I'd very much like to meet her.
Alright. They take you to an old, like, it's actually like an old tenement house, like a Bolshevik tenement house from the Soviet Union, and there's an old lady knitting in there.
Thank you.
She greets you. She goes, "Hello, Alan."
So I was right.
You come seeking answers, but you don't even know the questions.
Yeah.
Her eyes seem to... She's blind, but her eyes seem to glow with like this strange light when it reflects off the sunlight from the window. And how she's knitting without seeing, you're not entirely sure. What is it you seek? Here in the middle of nowhere. And the girl you were playing with earlier comes up and hands her a piece of fruit, and the grandma reaches down, takes it, and eats it, and pats her on the head. You run, and she says in another language something, and the kid waves to you and then runs back out.
I seek forgiveness.
I see. Forgiveness for what?
Mistakes made. Mistakes even before I even started making mistakes.
There are no mistakes, she tells you. There are only choices.
How do I know which one is the right one?
You don't. You never know. She points out towards the lake. And she says, if I drop a stone in that lake, it'll make ripples. And when it hits the shoreline, it'll make ripples back. And those ripples will make ripples until the entire lake is aflame with changes. One cannot know what one's actions result in. That is the nature of time. I am not saying you should not feel remorseful for things you feel you've done wrong, or that there are no consequences, but there are no mistakes. If you have made a bad choice, simply don't make that choice in the future. That is how you atone.
Thank you. Do you know if there are more like you?
From time to time, people have the gift. But I sense more coming soon. Many more.
This is good. Maybe not. Only time will tell.
He says, I've had many grandchildren, but the only one who seems to have the gift is my young one that just met you there.
Truly.
She does not realize it yet, though. She knows things without people telling her things. She sees things that she shouldn't see, that others cannot.
Explains how a 5-year-old learned the basics of a completely foreign language.
Well, that would be me teaching her.
Oh.
I used to work for the KGB. She smiles widely.
My inner patriot wants to say things, but I feel like that's not the right decision.
Because those things are all silly now.
Yeah.
We nearly destroyed the world because we couldn't see the same thing eye to eye.
And here
It'd be a shame for that to happen again.
Yeah. It's an honor to meet you.
I am just a person, no more, no less. As are you.
Change. All constantly changing, like ripples in a lake.
Yes, but unlike the ripples in the lake, we have a choice. We can make floats to float on the river. We can make anchors to sink into the lake. We can make many things. We are not just a rock in the stream.
Kind of smile at that one.
Now, if you excuse me, I was about to retire. She stretches her arms wide, and she finished. You notice she finished knitting a pair of socks that seem to fit your exact foot size, and she gives them to you.
You know that you're all the next step, right?
She says, there is no next step. There is whatever nature makes. Whether we survive or cooperate is entirely up to us.
Thank you for the socks. I hope we can talk again someday.
I would like that, but it's not going to happen. You have a different path than mine. But now that I've told you it's not going to happen, maybe it will.
Oh, don't give me that polar paradox crap.
She smiles.
Oh, you crazy KGB coot. Go to bed. I'm gonna go back to my hole.
One of the men from the village helps the sister get to her bedroom and puts her to bed. And they head out. They say, there, you have met wise woman.
Truly wise.
Yes, she sees many things others do not.
That she does. I was blind, but now I see. Time to get to work.
Alright. When you get back, the void is finally recuperated. He goes, okay, I've never made a jump this far, but I guess I'm gonna try. Worst comes to worst, I open a vacuum and we all die. Alright.
Well, good thing we got our suits on first.
Yeah, exactly.
Who wants to go through? Oh, wrong port, or he goes his son.
By the way, guys, if we make it out of this in the next couple of days, first of all, I want to apologize, and second, I have got an amazing story to tell you. And I know it doesn't mean a lot right now, but I do mean it.
All right.
But first, let's save the world.
All right. The void opens up a gate, and you see a red sky beyond. You see the atmosphere of the planet you're on seep into through the gate, like just wisping in because it's lower air pressure. And there's a red sky and a red dirt, and you see a small like settlement of modular buildings.
As we're walking through, I try and take whatever dirt or dust might have been tracked onto everyone's feet and just take it off just to promote non-cross.
Decontamination, yeah.
Let's not have cross-contamination from our planet to another.
All right.
So who's going through the gate? Is Moira going through the gate? No.
Moira Oracle is going to stay here. She's not going with you.
But she's staying here.
She's staying at the exact place you are, and so is the Void. He said he'll open a gate at the same location in 2 days, and just exit out through the way you came.
Hey, Moira.
Yes.
Sorry for calling you a bitch earlier. I am. There's an old lady in town, a wise woman. You should talk to her.
He goes, if I have time. Sounds delightful.
Nice coffee in this little place down the way, too.
Because you said that to her to recommend it to her, she actually starts to change her mind a bit about her opinion about humans, ever so slightly.
If you'd like, as an apology, I'd like to treat you to a cup when we get back if we all survive this.
Sounds good.
See you then.
Yep. You hear a baby crying in a crib in the corner, and she goes and attends to it. Goes, Gavin, he's woken up again.
See you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You are now on the surface of a different planet.
I am on
the gravity is lower than when you entered.
I am on Mars.
I made sure my suit's on and everything.
Yeah.
I want to walk through.
I think that's a given.
Yeah.
Everybody's suits are on.
Please, Tommy. Okay. Can I get the location of the dig site? I know we're not going to it, but I'd really like to know where it is.
You're not entirely sure. But a cosmonaut, an American, and an American astronaut, and if someone from the ISRO, the Indian Space Agency, are all working, and they turn around, they see you guys exit through a warp gate wearing cosmonaut suits, and if they're just so startled, it takes them a minute just to go.
I walk up to them and start speaking Mandarin just to confuse them further.
Chinese cosmonaut starts speaking back to you like through a loudspeaker that echoes. It's like very dim hearing, but you guys don't have the same
suit technology.
suit technology to communicate.
Our
with each
radios
other.
aren't linked.
No. So they just go inside. Like they mouth that at you.
Come on, guys! What's taking so long? We're on another fucking planet!
We have a child on our team now.
Oh, they're space dinosaurs!
I'm still just trying to imagine how the suit fits on you because you're like a boulder.
I'm dormed down, you twit!
Still, it'd be funny
It's
if
me
you
that you have to worry about in my Nova state. I'm bigger.
And
You enter a large dome complex, but you go through an airlock that depressurizes you and sanitizes all your suits and everything. Then you go take the suits off. You're sanitized again by like a shower and like another thing to get in.
Okay.
And then when you enter the actual dome, it's like a pure forest biome in here with birds flying through the air and all types of stuff. It is obviously Anateus' creation.
So, and I talked to one of the technicians after there. I asked them, so you guys were like spraying down the path that we took all the way here, right? Because I can't control bacteria.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay, wonderful. Whew, okay. Biological disaster averted.
Yeah, we heard there was life here. It would be a shame if...
A form of life, yes. It's kind of strange, but it does exist.
Well, yeah.
Bacteria, microbe, and
Microscopic. We assume there used to be larger animals here at some point, but they were extinguished with the meteor impact that created Olympus Mons.
Wait. The same meteor impact, the same meteor that split and hypothetically made contact with Earth as well?
No.
Oh. Because I knew that was a running theory. I just wanted to make sure.
No. No, Mars pulled an asteroid belt object into itself, and it destroyed the entire surface.
Oh.
And that's why there's no magnetosphere either, so your compasses won't work.
Good thing I don't need that.
I'm not going to use it at all since we're on a space station that relies upon technology to run and make sure everyone
They
survives.
hand you a wristwatch that has this is keyed into one of our satellites in orbit above the planet. It'll tell you where north is if you get lost.
Wonderful. So does that mean that technically an electromagnetic pulse would be weaker on Mars?
No.
Oh, all right.
There's just no magnetosphere. That's part of the reason why there's no real life on the surface.
There's no protection from the...
Can I use the watch to use the camera on the station at all to look down at the planet? To scout out some ranges?
You're we have no idea why you're here, but you're Project Utopia, right?
Yeah, I'm a paleontologist. We're here to
They
do
pull
things
guns on you. What are you doing here?
Okay, correction.
Tourists.
These three are Project Utopia.
I'm not.
No,
They're
I'm just a doctor.
they all have laser pistols, and then they're like, wait, you're Project Utopia? We thought you were somebody else.
Well, technically we are.
Technically or not technically?
Well,
Team Tomorrow, Detroit.
They lower their guns. They're like, okay.
I'm the guy who killed 40 people for no reason.
Shut
So
up.
you're here to. They ignore that. So you're here to talk to Anateus.
Correct.
Does he know we're coming?
No, we weren't expecting anyone.
Okay.
That's part of the reason we were skeptical of who you are, but it seems like you're not Proteus, and it seems like you're not Utopia.
No, not today.
Alright.
Nope.
You guys are probably hungry after your journey. Why don't you stop in and get something to eat first? We'll get Anateus down in a minute.
I just had some the Asian eggs and coffee. I'm good.
Okay.
Although, maybe I could go for an apple.
They're
I
like,
could eat.
alright. They literally walk up and pluck one off the tree, rub it a bit, and give it to you.
This is awesome. I'm eating fruit on another planet that was grown on another planet. This is awesome.
Alright.
Space is so
winding up a finger just to flick them.
Space is so fucking
Alright,
cool.
you guys wait for a little bit, and then Anateus, who is a green guy, I don't know if you guys have seen the picture of him.
Nope.
No.
That's what he looks like.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah. He's green and full of plant matter and all
looks
types of
so
things.
fucking hateful.
I don't know. I don't know why he looks like that.
He looks
But-
exactly like Ra's al Ghul on a bad day.
Yeah.
He just got out of the pool.
He descends from a dais that overlooks the entire complex, and he's got a data pad in his hand. He puts it on the table and he says, "Greetings, gentlemen. I noticed a warp signature indicating your arrival.
Yes.
So the Void, he sent you.
Mm-hmm.
They have.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah.
So what can I do for you? You've come a long way. Feel free. There we have extra chambers to stay in. Fortunately, we have enough oxygen to support extra people."
Thank you. Much appreciated. Alan Sattler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, Alan Sattler. I've read some of your papers.
Yeah, and
Shakes your
I've
hand.
read a lot about you, sir. Honestly, it is an honor.
He goes, "The honor is all mine. Thank you."
I introduced myself.
He goes, "Pleasure to meet you."
This muscle-bound
Lloyd
badass,
Merton.
Our Arknight stayed behind too, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
and
No, I
this
didn't know
is our Dr.
I'm
Gregory.
Gregory Reed
A
Jones.
very good
Fellow medical doctor. Interesting.
Thank you. One of the finest.
Have you read my paper on subatomic particle generation theory in relation to bioinformatic information stasis?
I read it periodically, I would say about 2 or 3 times a year.
That's funny because I just made that one up.
Sucker.
He laughs wildly.
I know.
He goes, "It's okay. That would be a boring paper to read anyway."
But I,
He goes, he's breaking the ice a bit. He goes, "So by now you must have realized that there's a conspiracy in Utopia."
Oh, yeah.
we know.
I figured this is the most public place I could go that they would be able to find me. I mean, it's hard for them to reach this planet without Nova's aids.
Mm. And even if they do manage to get here, you have about, what, a couple of months at least to plan?
Exactly.
So, I heard there are fossils.
That
On
can
this
Microscopic
Right.
fossils, yes.
Fascinating. It's still wonderful nonetheless. Do you have any dig sites open? Any ranges cited? Or
There's some specimens if you wish to inspect them in the laboratory over there.
Yes, I would love to do that in the coming day.
We'll do that.
But we do have a little bit of world-endingly business to take care of today.
I was under the impression I left the Earth in a positive state before I left.
You did. Humanity is a bit of a different story.
And a couple
More.
novas.
Moreover, their reaction to a nova.
Ooh, also, did you know time travel exists?
Curious.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
His nephew came back from like 30 years in the future.
What did he say?
That on Friday, Diva Small is going to announce.
Manifesto.
Yeah.
And then this is going to trigger the beginnings of a human nova war that wipes out most of North America in a day, and most of the global population of everything over the next couple decades.
I can't say I'm not surprised. It's only a matter of time till our two species are going to compete for the same territory. That's why I've begun to expand my territory somewhere else.
Thank you, someone who thought on my level for this.
Only problem is the bacteria, isn't it?
Yes, all my terraforming technology attempts to understand and how to deal with them will result in cataclysmic changes. To be honest, I believe we need a new site if we're going to export people to off the world, both humans and novas.
Let's just focus on the novas right now. We made a utopia, as it was, for humanity to begin with.
Let's not go that far.
Let's face it. The war that my boy said is coming is because of Nova's existence on the planet.
I would agree with that conclusion. Besides, there's another phase of human evolution about to erupt, and I don't think it's going to be compatible with us at all.
Psionics, we've encountered it.
Yeah,
Truly.
yeah, we did. One's from the future, and
One's from the future.
And
Yeah.
they're using biotech.
they came from further in the future to kill Lloyd's nephew, who came to warn us about the coming war.
Why would they do that?
Probably because they don't want the timeline to change.
And what happens to novas in this future?
As far as
we know, non-existent.
That's unacceptable.
But what we do know is that the ones that came back had Nova-like abilities. They were from every country. They did not have any sort of node signature whatsoever. They were completely human.
Interesting.
The last thing
I wish I had one to experiment on to find their source of their abilities.
Experiment on how?
Well, not lethally.
Well,
I don't want to dissect anyone,
right.
but it is a scientific curiosity.
Let's rain check on that.
Because that's part of it, the drone.
Oh yeah, well, it's metagaming now, but the drone. You had the drone.
You guys
Oh, you
had
did?
one?
Mm-hmm. You said it
'Cause he
flew
talked
away, and I
about it.
said I stabbed it.
Let me take a look at that. And Antaeus takes it to his laboratory, puts it under a microscope. It's alive.
It's
It
biotech.
has neurosynaptic response. In fact, he opens up the case that you expect a CPU to be in, and there's a brain in there.
That's not weird at all.
Oh, it's got a little- It's a brain that's got a little stab wound in it.
This is a fully developed organism with a
7
hard
for
shell.
intelligence with science.
Yes. I've only dreamed of creating technology like this. This would require advanced biotech even I don't have.
What kind of world could have created something so wonderful?
Let me analyze something. He takes a sample of the drone, puts it onto a computer, and it's running through a test. The test takes some time, so you have some time to explore the compound if you want, or just wait.
I would love to get a look at those microscopic fossils.
All right, he shows you in the part of the lab where you can look at them. They're just bacteria. They're just like bacterial walls and things like that.
It's life on another planet, dude.
Yeah.
I'll just take a little tour around the biodome.
You meet a couple other scientists and researchers and introduce who you are, and then they're like, "Oh, don't worry, you're safe here." And a couple of them are actually Novas, and they seem to be along Anateus' same worldview that humans and Novas can get along if we're focused on the same task. And in this case, like bringing life to lifeless worlds is the task.
I just want to ask him one question,
Hmm.
and it's whether or not he's heard of the Aberrant.
The Aberrants? Yes, I've heard of them. They're trying to uncover the truth about Proteus, but I doubt that the public will really care once they're exposed.
Probably not. Still, they were utopians. They agree with the poster message of the utopian.
As do I. But I believe that one specific organization is rotting the Project Utopia from within, and that would be Montgomery.
Yeah.
And the Directive.
Indeed.
But how do you take on the entire intelligence service of the whole world without sparking a world war? That's why I came here.
Short of a solar flare to knock out every single electronic device, I'm not sure.
Yes, there's Novas that could do that. It's an interesting idea, but my test appears to be complete. It's as I figured. This DNA sequence here. You see this sequence?
Yes.
You know how you're used to Gattaca, GATCA for genetics, like
yeah.
The basic building
there's
blocks.
Question marks in it.
The blank
Alien.
spots. The blank spots in DNA.
No.
Oh.
There's unknown polypeptides.
It's a good thing
Inhuman
I'm familiar
DNA.
with some science. I have
our planet DNA.
Yes.
7 successes.
7 successes.
3
This device has alien DNA in it, like uncharted amino acids.
Well, that'll be going in the files for sure.
Now, we were talking...
And these don't match anything we've discovered here either, he says.
We were... Yeah, oh, the rabbit hole just keeps going, doesn't it, boys?
Yeah.
Huh.
I would suspect that whoever your scions, you call them,
Yes.
whoever their allies are non-human.
Well then, we can't trust an invasive species now, can we?
This appears to be a combination of Earth and alien DNA, symbiotically.
Something from space came down.
Or we woke something up. Like those crappy sci-fi movies.
I'll do some research if there's some unusual activity or past history that occurred in files. Maybe NASA might know. Like information covered up.
Void said that NASA has found aliens.
They
Yeah,
did.
but he was specifically referring to the alien life on Mars.
Oh.
Is the vibe you got from it.
Assuming all this happened on our planet, all these catastrophic events.
Only 4.
All this use...
What are you trying to ruffle, Joe?
I was basically seeing if there's any past history or basically some files, like classified files. Maybe if I can find
None
somewhere.
that you're fairly certain that there's nothing about that in the entire
Okay.
thing.
If a war takes place on our planet, fought by Novas, and eventually psionics, the use and explanation of quantum energy would be so great. It would quantum energy being the building blocks of
Subatomic particles.
everything. Then that would probably be the biggest laser light show in all of the galaxy. That's a beacon drawing in anything and everything to come take a look.
Maybe.
I am way out of my depth with this.
You study things that are dead, not things that are to come.
Not just dead, extinct. And it is.
Do you think a possibility is another mind that could help with us gathering some information about this, like Mindstein?
Goes, I'm familiar with your researcher. Fairly intelligent chap.
I've been working with him, and we basically believe that you would have some insight, but if we combine all of our intellect ideas, we could probably piece together what possibility we could discover the outcome out of this.
As I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you out here. There's nothing I could do that wouldn't permanently affect the planet of my origin. I've already done too much damage to its ecosystem to begin with, if you ask me.
He has a point.
Besides, any attempt I make to change things on planet Earth genetically would take hundreds of years. It's not as simple as making the I can't remember the name of the microbe that he invented that cleaned the pollution, but it's a microbe.
So you can't come and help us.
What would you want me to do?
Make a new home for the Novas.
Okay, that's future. That's things that we need to worry about later.
That's something we need
If
to
you want me to
worry
make a
about
new
now.
home for the Novas, you're going to have to find a planet that's already habitable.
Is there any basically past files that maybe NASA might have some information about?
I have access to all those files, and we haven't discovered another habitable planet that I'm aware of.
What we need is a mediator. We need someone to talk to Maul. Someone who he will see as not insignificant, because quite frankly, every single other Nova on the planet is pretty much an ant compared to him. You are a symbol. Like, you, quote-unquote, saved the human race.
I wouldn't go that far, but I suppose if
Well,
you want to do it that way,
it's what everyone says.
that makes me enemy number one in Maul's book, I suppose.
But
He lives on that planet too.
the thing is, though, is that the idea that we kind of talked about is that Novas come first for him, regardless.
No life comes first or last for me. I try to preserve life, period.
And to preserve all life, we need to convince one man that the decision that he is making is a bad one. And the best way to do that is not with one voice, not with a handful or a dozen. It's with an army of
We
voices.
need a legion. We need an ultimate alliance.
We don't need a legion or an ultimate alliance. We need enough people to hear our message and get that we are trying to keep this planet safe.
Yeah.
That we are trying to preserve life. And that we don't need to fight over it.
I will make such a message.
And if he doesn't listen,
I don't think he will listen, but it's hard for a commander to lead an army of one.
we can get in touch with the Aberrant. We can talk with the people of Utopia. We can scour and send a message, I guess. We have several days, right?
We have 2.
Only 2 days.
2 days. 2 days and someone who could make every screen on the planet show what we need it to. We just need a script.
I can do that. And Atea says, it's about time I came out of hiding.
Thank you.
You've convinced me it's worth fighting for.
This is why Utopia was made. Good people will do good, no matter what it is.
Peace in our time.
Yes, I believe Mercer would have agreed with you. Not that I knew him personally.
Well, apparently Maul did.
Truly.
Yeah.
Millionaire.
Like,
Not.
the OG. The original.
So my theory about Novas not be coming to exist because of the Galatea, but being a natural phenomenon is true.
Indeed. We just got a little bit of a boost, I guess.
Wait, what's that? And we'll have to find out what that is next time.
No!
Fucking
ass!
All of a sudden, alarms trigger throughout the entire base.
Oh, hell.
Psionics.
During that whole conversation, I wasn't with them at all.
All right. What were you doing?
Just
Climbing a pine tree and sleeping.
just walking about, thinking of what I want to do next.
A ship is approaching, and it ain't one of your ships.
Ah!
A ship.
Fucking. Stupid fucking alien hybrid bastards!
It's them.
Dirty fucking heathens!
Brought a
The
freaking...
ship is 160 meters long by 25 by about 75 meters wide. It's in a giant V shape. It has biological engines, from what Anateas can tell.
We've got a beta Battlestar headed our way.
Pretty much.
Guys, we can't light speed me through the freaking cockpit.
It'll arrive. Fortunately for you, it won't arrive for another 4 days, but it will arrive.
So it won't arrive for 4 days,
But
we have 2 to stop
We have
the
a
end
war.
of the world.
More or less.
And then we have 4 to potentially stop it twice.
Please not be the
Yep.
scroll.
Did you say scroll or squirrels?
Scroll. I mean,
Okay.
both.
Okay, because I was really hoping for squirrels.
Anateas gets on the telescope and zooms in on it, and it's got a Chinese flag on the side of it.
Motherfuckers.
I assume I was drinking coffee.
Yes.
Did I mention they're the ones that,
Hold the
commence
button.
end day?
Nuclear dead switch.
You explained this to him.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't think this ship is from our timeline.
No. That's using stuff that the psionics had.
But we will find out next time.
We'll find out next time.
We're gonna need a lot more coffee.
It's a good thing with Megastem, I can stay awake for like 10 days straight.
Alright, so that was this episode 5 of Aberrant, a superhero RPG. Remember, you can catch us every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Twitch TV/Brave Yet Stupid. You can email us at braveyetstupid@gmail.com and tweet us at @BraveYet. Also, I'd like to make a special message out to our friend Steven, who has a very special 21st birthday today.
Ah!
Happy birthday to Steven.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
I hope you...
Get yourself an AMF. It's the only time you can.
Alright,
Frank
that's... And that will move to our outro. If you liked our intro and outro music, you can find it at soundcloud.com/James Scheib. That's SHAIEB. That's me, and I hope you enjoyed this show, and I hope you guys all have a great night.